Welcome to Bella's Vistas. Here are some old grain elevators, pretty much the way they were back in the day when my grandfather, Cornelius Brenner, came here from Austria to build them. He was a carpenter. We're driving across Canada, through the prairies, towards the Yukon and Northwest Territories. Here we are at the 60th parallel. This is the land of beautiful sunrises and sunsets. Thanks for visiting Bella's Vistas. Please like and subscribe. I love the way the tracks make an S-curve up to the cars. This waterfall, north of Sault Ste. Marie, was once painted by the group of savages. There are some amazing forests. Well, one man's trash is another man's treasure. This one is in need of some restoration. Here we have a work in progress. I just love the colors. Look at the stars. What a night. This was about middle of the night. The moon was just unbelievable. Here, this is towards sunrise. You can still see the stars coming through the clouds. It was just one picture after another where I was. See some of the grain elevators, some wheat, bales of hay, I guess, for the animals. There are lots of interesting sheds and old farm buildings in various states of ruin. The colors, the textures against the sky, the big prairie skies. Just unbelievable situations. I couldn't take enough pictures of these buildings. I shot it from various angles. I moved around. We tried different treatments, HDR, not HDR, different things. I just can't imagine the history that these buildings represent. All the people that lived there when they built them. I think about when somebody built this house and was looking at it brand new and said, wow, isn't that beautiful? And now after so many years, the railway tracks are going off into infinity. In this situation, I was getting heat waves coming up from the road and they were affecting my exposures. The grain elevators absolutely captivate me. My grandfather came here from Austria after the First World War to build them. He was a carpenter. This is the land of big skies, sunsets, sunrises. Driving along here, there was a cut through the forest, and we had miles of these white birch trees. Just unbelievable. We crossed at the 60th parallel and we got our certificate. Here's some waterfalls that we stopped at. It's a little picnic stop, and I went right down and walked along the bed of the falls. Stepped a little over the fence maybe in one or two places. Stopped at Lady Evelyn Falls for a little picnic, and I took these photographs. Here I'm looking down from the top of the falls, looking down the river. Now we're driving along Peace River. We're headed towards a bridge, the Mackenzie River Bridge. These roads are just so much better than they were back when I went across them first in 1991. The first time I came up here was 1991. The roads were much rougher and places seemed a lot further apart. The speed limit is 50 kilometers an hour and there's no stopping on the bridge. When we got across the bridge, I stopped for a few minutes and took some photographs, and you could see why they don't want you stopping on the bridge. The views are amazing. I found a place here to get some shots. Now we're driving along. We're getting towards sunset, and we see on the side of the road, we see a bison walking along. I could not believe it. I was so happy to see this. I've seen them before, like 1991. So we stopped at the side of the road to make a few exposures. It's sunset, it's dark, so there's not much light, but I did get a couple sharp photographs. Now we're driving into the sunset, and my goodness, it was just beautiful. You get the most incredible sunsets. Now we're looking at the sunrise in the morning. It was fabulous. I almost think I've never seen such a beautiful sunrise in my life. It was just beautiful. The photographs really don't do it justice. It was just incredible. Mary was taken with it. It was wonderful. What a great time. There's our van in front of the sunrise. Now we meet up with another one of these fellas. This time I got really close up. I got some great photographs of him. I think I might have upset him a little wee bit. He kind of gave me that look. And I thought, well, that's about enough. And then he walked off into the woods, and I guess I'll never see him again. Here we are in Yellowknife. This is one of the things I remember, this little island out in the water with some sheds on it and some boats, the float planes. There were a lot of older planes out there then. This is the Wildcat Cafe. I had pancakes there many years ago. This is the giant gold mine. I was there in 1991, and I was escorted off by the Mounties. This is the main course, the Northern Lights, the Aurora Borealis, dancing in the sky, dancing on the water, stars twinkling through. What an evening, what a light show. It was just fantastic. The sky was almost perfectly clear, a dark moonless night. It was fantastic. The lights, just beautiful. I've never seen such a spectacular show. It was fantastic. Thank you for visiting Bella's Vistas. Please like and subscribe.